Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi is with us now, exclusively, I might add. And Dara, I think that this may be what we've all been waiting for, which is a notice which just says, look, it's not just California, it's not just a town in Arizona, it's big places that will be hailing, getting Ubers, and almost I maybe expect that it's driverless.
Well, I think that we're incredibly excited that this great technology is now is expanding, and we're incredibly excited to be expanding with Waymo, who we think is the leader in terms of driverless technology. And Jim, this is really cool tech. If you've ever taken a ride in a Waymo, it is an absolutely delightful experience, and we're very much looking forward to introducing it to the folks in Atlanta, Austin as well.
Now, yes, I've been in Waymo. I actually said, look, let's go to the best pizza place. It took me right there. It was really kind of has a brain. But I wanted to know about what you're doing in terms of municipalities. Sometimes, like we have in Phoenix, I couldn't go to the Super Bowl a couple years ago because what would happen is once you went out of Phoenix, you weren't allowed to be driverless. How are the municipalities handling what you want to do?
Well, anytime we expand in any city, we want to be in very close contact with the municipalities to make sure that we're expanding in a safe way, in a way that makes sense in terms of traffic flows, what their goals are. That said, our intention is to bring Waymo and Uber together in markets in Atlanta and Austin in a fairly broad way. It'll take time for us to grow, but the intention is for you to be able to get, Waymo through Uber wherever you live in those cities.
Dara, you mentioned the municipalities, but it's notable, of course, that Austin is the home to a very large company called Tesla, which has its own ambitions. Did that have anything to do with the rollout there, or is it specific to the efforts they've been making there as well to accommodate these types of vehicles?
Oh, Austin is a big, fast-growing market. Texas is a terrific state and obviously a big market for us. So that was really the consideration. We were trying to find a couple of other markets to partner with Waymo in, and Atlanta and Austin turned out to be great targets for us.
To the extent you've seen some behavior of your consumer base already, what is the willingness of people to order a autonomous Uber?
Well, people are very open to it, and we're seeing actually the percentage of accept rates when offered an autonomous vehicle going up generally. There are some people who aren't ready for it. But I think the more you see these cars in the street, the more you see how safe they are, how cool they are, the acceptance rates are going to go higher and higher. And we make sure with our technology to dispatch the car to you when there's a pickup zone or drop-off zone that's convenient. So we want to make sure that the experience is a top experience as well. And we think with that kind of experience, more and more people will want to experience autonomous.
Dara, I'm guessing at this point, for those who, as you say, might be a little reticent, you probably have some kind of 30-second pitch on what they can expect or how they should feel about it if they're taking a ride for the first time.
Yeah, we tell them a little bit about the car itself, what the experience is like, what the pickup and the drop-off is like, and people are very open to it. And again, I think if you take a ride, and we're very much looking forward to the folks in Austin, Atlanta taking a ride, they will want to take another and another.